Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a high-end investor or even a small investor, or if you're just curious about where the smart money is going in real estate, right now this video is for you. Before we get started, I must tell you that I'm not a licensed financial or investment advisor, but I am a licensed real estate broker, and I also broker mortgage notes, which does not require a license. The information in this video is for educational and informational purposes only and shouldn't be taken as financial or investment advice. Always consult with your financial advisor or CPA before making any investment decisions. Today, I'm breaking down the top real estate investments ranked by return on investment, from the highest return opportunities like RV and tiny home parks, all the way down to the lowest. I'll also show you exactly where you can find each of these investments and how I can help you get started. And stick around until the end. I've got a DFW listing that would make the perfect RV or tiny home project. Let's jump in. At the top of the list, and by far the strongest performer right now, are RV and tiny home parks. These are pulling anywhere from 12 to 18% returns, sometimes even higher if you set them up in the right market. Why are they so hot? Well, there are low development costs, multiple income streams from nightly and long-term stays, and massive demand from retirees, traveling professionals, and remote workers. And sometimes in the right location, land itself usually appreciates faster than traditional housing, especially in a newly developed area. Live Real Estate helps investors find the right kind of property, unrestricted land, or properly zoned parcels near utilities and main roads. I also connect my clients with planners, lenders, and management partners who specialize in RV and tiny home setups. If you're looking around the DFW area, some of the best zones right now are up near Denton, Decatur, Van Alstyne, Sherman, and around Lake Texoma, around Lake Ray Roberts, and Cedar Creek Lake in outlying areas. And also closer in, you would find the ideal areas as Princeton, Nevada, Dallas, Rockwall, Royce City, Forney, and Waxahachie. And yes, I actually have a listing that would make a fantastic RV park opportunity, so stay tuned for later in the video. Next up are commercial and mixed use developments. These usually bring in 8 to 15% returns depending on the project. That includes retail centers, office buildings, medical spaces, and those live-work mixed-use developments that are popping up all over North Texas. These investments do take a little more upfront capital and time, but they come with serious long-term income and appreciation potential. They can be more volatile with changes in the economy, especially those heavy in retail. The right mix is super important in this case. I work with clients to find off-market land, connect them with developers, and help navigate zoning or city incentive programs that you can improve their overall return on investment. If you're looking to invest, Frisco, Prosper, McKinney, and Salina are booming. Plano and Richardson are also great if you're after redevelopment or infill projects. Also, if you prefer to invest in a real estate crowdfunding platform where individuals can pool money to invest in properties without directly managing them, you can start with Fundrise, Realty Mogul, or CrowdStreet. These platforms serve as intermediaries connecting investors with real estate opportunities. Fundrise, for example, does a lot of investing in the new subdivisions containing single-family houses that rent out similarly to apartment housing, yet they are not attached. These are very popular here in the DFW area and other cities in the US and are extremely profitable. Coming in next, mortgage notes. These average about 8 to 12% returns, and what's great is they're completely passive. You are basically becoming the bank. You earn the interest payments and receive part of your principal or original investment back each month. Your investment is backed by real estate itself. You can buy performing notes for consistent income, or non-performing notes if you're more hands-on and want a higher upside. I help clients find and broker mortgage note portfolios through private sellers, hedge funds, and note exchanges. I do all the due diligence for you and present you with my findings in order for you to make a decision. I also have a written book on this subject. Just follow the write-up in YouTube and I will provide the link to get the book and read more about it. And it's perfectly free. There's no charge. I am a participant in NoteSchool, which is a fantastic group of people like-minded who have access to the nitty-gritty of how to maximize mortgage notes and create an income stream that is exponential by selling partial notes and other types of growth. This is a very creative way to invest while remaining passive. It is also very predictable. If you're interested in finding more about NoteSchool, there is a link in the summary to attend a 3-day informational seminar. If you want to start looking into this, there are note marketplaces online, private investment groups, or you can reach out to me directly. I work with a vetted source here in Texas and beyond. One platform that trades mortgage notes is called paperstack.com. I will warn you, there's a huge learning curve in vetting the notes in that website before purchasing. Just about anything goes. Now let's talk about one of the most familiar investment options, rental homes. Whether they're long-term rentals, Airbnbs, or small multifamily properties, they typically return 6 to 10% depending on the area and management. The DFW market continues to grow faster than almost anywhere else in the US, so these properties not only bring cash flow, but also build equity and offer great tax advantages. I help my clients analyze the numbers, cap rates, cash-on-cash returns, and find neighborhoods where the rental demand is strong. If you're looking for opportunities, check out areas like Garland, Richardson, Plano, Allen, Frisco, and McKinney for more established rental markets. This brings me to a true story. I was building a portfolio in 2003 and purchased a duplex in Birmingham, Alabama. The duplex was a remodeled 2-unit structure, and the data promised a 20% return on my investment. To make a long story short, I employed 3 different property managers who did not get anyone to rent either side of the property in 3 months. I proactively photographed the units to get a head start before closing, so I intended to be full by 1 month after closing. By 2 months, I had no tenants, vagrants living on the front porch, trash in the backyard, and a broken fence. I determined that I needed to live closer to my investment as this was not truly passive in any way. After the sale, when a friend of mine told me about NoteSchool, which I attended 1 week after selling the duplex, I broke even on the duplex, but the NoteSchool fascinated me so much that I was hooked and have been ever since attending. And finally, we have cash sitting in the bank. Even with higher rates, your inflation-adjusted return is usually under 2%. That's why so many investors are moving that money into real estate where it can actually work for them and grow wealth over time. So to recap, RV and tiny home parks are leading the pack with 12 to 18% return on investment. Commercial and mixed use projects following with around 8 to 15% return on investment. Mortgage notes average 8 to 12, and rental homes typically bring in 6 to 10. Cash in the bank comes last at under 2%. If you're ready to explore these opportunities, whether that's finding land for development, investing in mortgage notes, or building your rental portfolio, I can help you locate the right investments in real estate and structure the deal for maximum return. And if you're thinking about an RV or tiny home park project, don't forget, I've got a DFW listing that's perfect for that type of investment. This property is a 10-acre parcel in unincorporated Princeton, which is actually close to Dallas. The property does have 2 houses included and 5 septic tanks. The property will need to be developed and cannot be divided up since it has a minimum required width for entry at the road. The property borders on the Corps of Engineers land that surrounds Lake Lavon. While there is no direct access, it is heavily wooded and may have potential access later. I have access to all land listings in North Texas area, and we can help you find the right area for your RV and tiny home park and help you point the right direction for research that is needed. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more real estate insights, and comment below to tell me which investment type interests you most. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.